Back in downtown Denver and Coors Field as the Padres and Colorado Rockies get ready for the middle game of this three-game series. Padres taking game one here last night. Very different feeling. A 1-0 game at Coors Field. It's pretty incredible.
It was something to watch, and great pitching. Randy Vasquez. The one run came on a bases-loaded walk. That's the beautiful thing about this game of baseball. You come to the yard, you never know what to see, never know what to expect, and last night was a great win for the brown and gold.
Well, Padres tonight have got Walker Buehler on the mound, and certainly hoping he can do what has been done really the last three times out for the Padres, but exceptional last night was Randy Vasquez in his 7 shutout innings.
And you know what, Don? I think Walker Buehler, you know, he's the veteran guy. He's been around the block many, many times, and he's somewhat kind of reinventing himself because the velocity's not there anymore. But my point is, watching Randy Vasquez, the right-hander last night, hey, when you're seeing it firsthand, I think that should work to the advantage of Walker Buehler. So let's see how he throws tonight.
Fortunately for the pitchers, the wind that right now is blowing straight out, which could be a problem here. I mean, you don't need that to usually get some high-scoring games, but it's happening here tonight at the moment.
Yeah, you got to keep that out of your mind. It's easier said than done. The bottom line here in Colorado, like anywhere, big league venue, you got to make good pitches. If you make good pitches, hey, chances are you're probably going to have success. But sometimes it just the luck, you know, you make a good pitch and the guy gets a hit. Stay away from the huge inning here in Colorado.
Now here come the Rockies as they take the field tonight at Coors Field. Led by their starting pitcher, Tomoyuki Sagano, taking the hill, getting ready for his second start against the Padres. As they do, let's check out the Padres lineup. It is brought to you by UC San Diego Health. Top of the order again, Ramon Laureano. He's in left field with Fernando in right field. Jackson Merrill in center, bats third with Manny Machado at third base. Xander Bogaerts at shortstop with Gavin Sheets DHing tonight. And Nick Castellanos getting a start at first base defensively. Luis Campisano does the catching, batting 8th. And Jake Cronenworth out of the 9th spot is at second base. Tomoyuki Sagano on the mound tonight for the Rocks.
Spent 12 professional seasons in the Nippon Professional Baseball League with the Yomiuri Giants. Now here as a Rocky. His 5th start, ERA under 4, only 20 2/3 innings pitched, fewer strikeouts. The opponent's hitting .241. Let's see if the Padres can elevate some pitches tonight, possibly hit a lot of home runs.
Let's take a look at StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud.
Last time out against the Padres at Petco Park, 18 outs. He threw a lot of the splitter. He will throw that anytime. Peppering those pitches all over the zone, expanding with 2 strikes. Predominantly on the curveball, the sinker, 4-seamer, sweeper, and 1 slider. As you take a look at the 18 outs.
It's time for the Sequan Casino Resort Scouting Report.
Well, they know what to expect. They just saw him recently. He's got the big mix. He's a command guy. He likes to work the corners up and down. He commands the heater very well. Sweepers to righties and that splitter to the lefties.
Let's check out the Rockies defensively behind him. It is Mickey Moniak in left. Jake McCarthy in center tonight with Troy Johnston around in right field. Kyle Karros at third. Willie Castro at short. Edward Julian at second. TJ Rumfield at first. And Hunter Goodman doing the catching for Sagano.
Well, the Rockies are thrown down to second base, and it's game 2 in the Centennial State, the 38th state, the great state of Colorado. Game 2, Padres Rockies. Stepping up to the plate for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. Stepping up to the mic with the play-by-play is the voice. Oh yeah, the voice of the San Diego Padres. Don Orsillo. Don.
Thanks very much, Mudley. Here we go. Game 2, the middle game of the 3-game series. And the first pitch from Denver is going to miss for ball 1. We're underway. Laureano, top spot in the Padres order. Checks in at .259, 4 homers, and 15 runs batted in.
I would love, and I'm sure you would too, Don, to see the Padres drop a crooked number here in the first inning after last night 1-0 victory. Rockies held to 3 hits, the Padres 6.
Laureano was held hitless last night, going 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts in last night's game. He kept his bat quiet. There is a wrapper or napkin that is between pitcher's mound and the plate that ump umpire Alan Porter is going to dispose of. Wind was blowing it around. A distraction, to say the least.
What in the Candlestick Park is going on here?
That was a daily occurrence there, wasn't it?
Yep. Every pitch.
Wrappers all over the place.
Hot dog wrappers slapping up against your face. You got mustard. Right in the middle of your windup.
Swing and a miss at a splitter. Laureano, Tatis, and Merrill scheduled to bat here in the first inning. Grab that corner. It's all about command with him, no doubt about it.
In and out, up and down, back and forth. He'll throw that split finger anytime. We saw that when we showed you the outs that he recorded at Petco. The leader in the clubhouse that outing was the splitty.
Score-free Jumbo Jack from Jack in the Box after a Padres home run with the purchase of a large drink. Full count here to Ramon Laureano, leading it off in the first inning. Who's got the advantage in your eyes when you're facing a pitcher for the second time in recent history?
I think the hitters do have a little bit of an advantage, and it's for the pitcher to make the adjustment. And he's going to stick to his game plan, right? Now, if the Padres come out and rat-tat-tat this guy all over, he's going to have to make an adjustment. But I think the hitter's got a pretty good idea after seeing a lot of pitches, especially so close. Start to start.
Flips it foul.
This is exactly what the Padres need to do here. Deep counts, foul balls, get the pitch count up.
And of course, just faced him April 10th, 6 innings, giving up 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 81 total pitches.
I think a big key when Sagano's in the game, the Padres, if they recognize off speed down in the zone, if they let it go, spit on it, take it for a ball.
Slowly rolled down the third baseline. Sagano is going to let it roll, and it's going to go foul.
Smart move, huh?
Yeah, if he had picked it up initially, then we would have had an infield hit right there for Laureano, but instead, it's a foul ball, and this lengthy at bat continues.
Here's the thinking probably from Sagano. You know, if he feels that ball, he's probably going to beat it out, so I'm going to take a chance. It's going to be a hit. If I pick it up, try to throw him out, no chance. Might as well just let it roll. And right when it hits the dirt, hits that lip of the grass and goes foul.
Laureano taking his time getting back. He was going full bore, of course, to first base, trying to get that infield hit. Take a little extra time here and had some sticky stuff to his bat.
Little pine tar.
This will be the 9th pitch of this plate appearance, and again, this is just the first hitter of the night. And did he go? No, he did not. Ball 4. He walked him.
That's huge. This is huge because of the 9 pitches. And does he go? Oh, I think Ramon catches a break. Take first base.
I see why the Rockies bench was so upset.
Yeah.
A lot of guys very animated after the call was made by Roberto Ortiz, first base umpire.
Take advantage of that. Rattle him early.
There's Fernando for the first time tonight. .265, no homers, 12 runs batted in for Fernando. Looks like 2 for 4 in the ball game. A good road trip, going 5 for 15 to 333 so far in this 3-city tour. This is stop number 2 on the tour. Pitch in there for a strike to Fernando.
Got a lot of Padre fans behind the dugout there on the third base side, rocking the brown and gold, cheering on the gang.
On the ground left side, Castro charges in. His throw going to be close, and it is just in time. Taking second base is Laureano. Well, look at the last 16 games for the Padres, and while there has not been a lot of offense and certainly no slug to speak of, 14 home runs in the first 12, just 0 in the last 4 games. I guess it's just if you get good pitching, you're going to win.
You need 1 or 2 runs.
Yep.
It's overrated. It's one of my things on my overrated list in this game of baseball. Pitching, great pitching, good pitching will beat good hitting any day. So if you score 1 or 2, you're good to go.
Line into left center field off the bat of Merrill. Here comes Laureano. Throw goes to second base, and the Padres take a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Jackson Merrill driving it in.
Jackson Merrill needed that. Last night, 3 strikeouts. He got hit by a pitch, and early on, boy, I tell you, that is a pretty swing. Fastball down the middle, sweeper. Check that. The sweeper, he stayed on it to the opposite field. Laureano's got a hold. If that ball is caught, he scores easily.
1 out, 1 on for Manny Machado. It was his walk with the bases loaded last night that produced the game's only run. And for Manny, picking up his 11th RBI of the year. Popped up foul off to the right out of play. This is one thing we've seen a lot from Manny this year, especially deep counts. Able to work the walk last night with the bases loaded. Not looking to do too much. Just getting that run in.
You know, you make a good point, Don. You know, everybody goes through stretches, right? On this current road trip, Manny 1 for 15. He could have very easily swung at bad pitches to try to drive in a couple runs. Not being selfish, he took the walk. You get a run, you win the ball game. You can see many times when guys are struggling, they want to try to do too much.
That is strike 3. Gets him looking on a slider for a strikeout for Sagano.
Well, we showed you what he throws, and Manny freezes on that slider on the outside corner. Definitely looking for something else. Maybe a splitty, maybe a fastball. Well, whatever. It's placed perfectly for the called third.
So 2 down. Merrill at first and brings up Xander Bogaerts for the first time tonight. And last night's first inning, 13 pitches. Struck out the side. A total of 17 pitches, and now there's 2 outs in the inning. Bogaerts 1 for 4 last night. Runner goes. Throw down there will be late. A stolen base for Jackson Merrill.
I swear I thought Goodman was going to take Sagano's head off. Did you see this throw?
I didn't see the location where he was.
Oh my gosh. Well, from my vantage point, it looked like the ball. Let's take a look. Oh, look out.
Padres stolen base is presented by Uber Eats. Use code PadresSteal for $10 off your next order of $15 or more. Terms apply while supplies last. See app for details.
That was about 3 baseballs above the cap on that throw down to second base.
On the ground left side, to his left is Karros. He plants and throws. Nice play. Kyle Karros down there at third base to end the inning. But the Padres strike first. It's an RBI single for Jackson Merrill. Drives in Ramon Laureano. San Diego on top 1-0 for San Diego.
31 years young, Walker Buehler, the right-handed veteran, toned the slab tonight. 5th start of the season. 4.5 ERA, 17 2/3. More strikeouts. He's got 1 more than innings pitched, and he's walked 6. See if he can continue what he did last time out. Struck out 7 against the Mariners. In 5 solid frames.
Edward Julian leading it off. Second baseman for the Rocks, who will take a look at a strike on a cutter. Grounded foul off the fencing in front of the Rockies dugout.
Well, for Walker Buehler, last time against these Rockies, 18 outs he recorded. Plenty on the slider and the cutter, and then those other pitches, right? He was the bottom line on that graphic there is that he's mixing it up, and he has not lost his competitiveness. The velocity's down, but yet he will still challenge you with his stuff, and that's a good thing.
Julian was 1 for 4 last night in the first game of the series. He fouls this one off. Now this season for Walker Buehler, opponents versus the sweeper and slider really good. 1 for 16 on that sweeper, 7 Ks, 0 for 9 against the slider with 4 Ks.
Okay, now there are no secrets in baseball, right? You know that the Rockies hitters go over scouting reports. Will they get that with 2 strikes? We just saw the knuckle curve there.
I remember early in his career he relied much more on the fastball, but of course the velocity was much different.
The heater was just the go-to pitch, man. That's why his nickname was Butane.
Elevates the cutter and strikes out Julian for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning.
The glove is up in the zone, and it's exactly where he throws the cutter for the strikeout. A good way to start for Walker Buehler.
Strikeouts in 4 straight now. For Julian as he's out number 1, Mickey Moniak. .271, 6 homers, 12 runs batted in. A good start to his new home here in Colorado. Angels before Colorado. Of course, it was a first-round draft choice by the Phillies originally. First 3 years in Philadelphia. Let's take a look at the Padres defense, brought to you by Valley View Casino. Mariano in left, Merrill in center, Tatis around in right, Machado, Bogarts, Cronenworth, and Castellanos getting a start at first base with Campisano doing the catching. On the ground into the backhand for Castellanos. He will flip to Buehler, who covers for out number 2. Saw a lot of Castellanos during spring training at first base, but getting a start there tonight.
Craig Stammen talked about it before the game. Like any other guy, any other position, the more reps, the more familiar you're going to be at that position. Ground ball, show him the ball. Buehler covering, 3-1. Love it.
2 down, last of the first for Hunter Goodman.
And this is kind of touch upon the case that we talked about yesterday as far as Craig Stammen lineups inserting players, right? Because you've got Ty France and Gavin Sheets are probably going to get a lot of play over first base. So you got to find your spots to where you get a chance for Nick Castellanos.
Fly ball center field. Jackson Merrill going back at the wall. Can't get it. Off the wall. The carom goes to Tatis, and stopping at second base is Goodman. Well, lots of room out there. 4:15 in that general area. And Merrill unable to catch it back there at the wall. It goes off the wall. And a 2-out double for Hunter Goodman.
This ball just kept carrying and carrying. It's a cutter on contact. He got extended outer half. Now the race is on at center field. Track off the wall. And how about Fernando? You talk about being a good teammate and backing up as the right fielder. He, as soon as that ball is up in the air, he is sprinting over to center field to back up Jackson Merrill. Really good play by Fernando.
So 2 down. Goodman in scoring position at second base. There's Tyler Freeman. Freeman at .294. No homers and 5 runs batted in. He's the DH tonight for the Rocks. Was able to strike out Julian. Moniak to ground out first, but a 2-out double for Goodman.
Goodman got a good pitch to hit. That was the cutter. Falling behind 2-0, you've got first base open, but you've got Freeman on deck.
First Rockies base runner to reach since the 4th inning yesterday. Freeman cranks it foul. Evens the count at 2-2.
Now go for the punchy. See if he'll chase.
Two down, Goodman at second, and Freeman sends one down the right field line. Long run for Fernando. He will get there. Makes the catch in fair ground to end the inning. At the end of one, Padres have a 1-0 lead. We come back to Denver. Gavin Sheets will lead it off. Back in Denver, Padres have a 1-0 lead. And as we move to the top of the second inning, Gavin Sheets making his way plateward. Already a little history with Sagano. Back at Petco Park on the 10th of April. They will take him deep. City Connect uniform unveiling.
What a great night that was. What a great script. What a great ending. What a great swing.
Gavin DHing tonight, batting out of the 6th spot in the Padres order. And the recipient of strike one from Sagano. Two home runs for Sheets, 6 RBIs at .232 average in the first 21 games. For 3 in the series. A check swing dribbler.
You get a lot of those with that split finger fastball because he sells it with the arm speed. Same slot fastball, but that splitter comes in at about 87, 88, and then it's got some tumbling effect as well.
Some dirt in the eye there after the foul ball. Go-to pitch to Gavin Sheets. May have gone. They check he did not. Alex McKay, third base umpire.
Four seam upstairs. Does he go splitter down?
Foul back. Above us. I thought that was coming right here.
They had a chance.
Ball and 2 strikes to Gavin Sheets, leading it off here in the second inning.
That's a good layoff on the breaking ball. That was the slider.
Castellanos waits on deck. 2-2 pitch. Inside out swing, and he fouls it to the screen.
You know, we talk about pitchers on the pitcher's plate. Sagano goes from the extreme third base side. So to a right-handed hitter, he's coming right at that inside corner. He's got that angle to the lefty to Sheets. See his push-off foot there, third base side.
8th pitch of the plate appearance, and it misses. Full count now to Gavin Sheets.
All right, the sinker, the splitter, four-seamer. He's trying to keep him off balance. The hottest pitch, 93, that four-seamer.
0-2 to 3-2. And a ground ball softly hit. Caros racing in on the run and in time to get Sheets. So out number 1 of the second inning. Visit America's #1 ballpark and go behind the scenes with a Petco Park Tour presented by Bubs at the Ballpark. Pre-game tours unlock early admission to the ballpark, and our VIP tours get you on the field for batting practice. Learn more and book yours tour today at Padres.com/tours. One down in the second inning for Nick Castellanos. Next pitch will be 30 for Sagano. Pitch at bats to begin the first and second inning. First it was Laureano, now more recently Gavin Sheets before grounding out. Nothing else driving up the pitch count for Sagano.
Yep. He got a really good pitch to drive there. Just working underneath it a little bit for the foul ball.
Two-one pitch. Castellanos grounds it to Karros at third base. Two down in the second inning. Well, another Padre had a home run off Sagano in that start at Petco Park. It's this guy, Luis Campusano. First home run of the year. That's with two down, bases empty. And we'll take the sinker for strike one.
Sagano's got to be careful with Campusano, because if he throws something soft in the middle of the zone, middle end, he can turn on it.
Line to right center field. A base hit, and that one's headed to the alley. Campusano headed for at least second base, and he'll pull up with a double with two down. A gapper to right center field for Campusano.
That was a beautiful swing. We talk about the off-speed stuff, middle in, where he can hurt you with a homer. That's a two-seamer down the middle, and he stays inside it. Foot is down, hands are back, drive it that way. That was his intent there. Eyes to the barrel. Eye on that big hole on the right side. And that's doubles territory. You don't have to have good speed. Oh, look at him back up like that. It's amazing.
Oh, that's incredible.
And then
he started over again, too, once he got past first, backpedaling.
Yeah, didn't even skip a beat.
It's amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It's amazing. You know, Campy was that talented.
You know, I was watching the whole thing, and I was watching the ball go all the way to the wall, and I wasn't watching him running. It was a good thing, because I would have been thrown off by him backpedaling all the way around first base again, back towards the plate, and starting over.
Well, the transmission works because he went into reverse very nicely there.
Incredible.
No problems there.
Two down, Campusano at second. And a swing and a miss for Cronenworth. Went after the splitter.
That's a good pitch. Any right-handed split finger pitcher to a lefty, especially if you keep it down and away. That was down and down the middle, out of the zone.
Right side on the ground, ranging is Julian from the outfield lawn, fires to first. We get Cronenworth end to end the inning. Inning and a half done. Padres have a 1-0 lead.
Padres have a 1-0 lead over the Rockies as we head to the bottom of the second inning on the UC San Diego Health scoreboard. Walker Buehler looking to make it 3 quality outings in a row. And what has been one of the keys over the last 2 outings? Well, it's been the use of his fastball, sinker, and cutter, the harder pitches in his repertoire. There you see the first 2 starts. Used it about 41% of the time and was not having much effectiveness with it. 400 opposing batting average. But in the last 2 starts, 55% of the time he's been using it. You see the batting average way down below 200 at that point. What's been one of the differences? Well, the velocity on that fastball. We talked about it with Randy Vasquez and how much more it helped him having just a couple of more miles on that 4-seam fastball. Same with Walker Buehler. Throwing a little harder the last couple of outings, guys. Had more confidence in going to that heater. Let's see if he uses it effectively tonight down in Mud.
I love the fastball, and you guys know that. And I've been a firm believer through the years, Scan and Donnie, that the fastball to me, if you don't throw it, you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. I'm afraid the more you throw the fastball, chances are you're going to maintain your velocity. But I think, guys, there are certain guys that will actually increase. And we've seen that with Randy and with Walker. You get guys with 96, 97, right? Then they start spinning it a lot, spin. I think that takes away from your arm action and the length your arm gets when you get out in front of a fastball, and therefore you don't get the same spin, the same extension, and therefore you lose velocity. Okay, I'm done.
Mud, I love it. Stay in the soapbox. I agree with you 100%.
My only thing is, though, if he doesn't have the velocity that he used to have, it may be tough to.
Yeah, but then you better be able to locate. And that's another big key.
All about location.
Yeah, they're 2 different topics, right? I mean, Mud's point is if you don't use it often, you will start to lose it. And I had that personal experience myself when I started messing around with a cutter, Mud. And that's exactly what happened. I lost 3 miles an hour on my fastball.
Chop to short. Bogart's got to get rid of it quickly, and he does. Nice play. Soft bounding ball back to him, and Rumfield retired.
And here's what he threw against the Rockies in his previous outing, guys. He had the cutter, the sinker, and the 4-seamer. Those 3 pitches that we were just talking about. And that was the start of it. He did it against the Rockies extremely effectively. That was his first really solid outing as a Padre, as you may recall. And then the next outing against the Mariners, very similar. We saw a lot of 4-seamers, sinkers, and cutters. Tonight in the first inning, it was more cutters than 4-seamers and sinkers.
Liner into right field for Johnson and a base hit, second hit. Buehler, he only threw 2 4-seamers in the first inning altogether. Yeah,
the very first pitch of the game, and then he used one, the last batter he elevated just to change the eye level. But we'll see as the game goes on if it's a weapon that he feels like he can comfortably go to. This one's located down the middle. But something to keep an eye on, guys. The hard stuff, it always helps, doesn't it?
So 1 out, 1 on, and Kyle Karros for the first time.
How about a double play ball here?
So far this season, hitting at 206 with a home run, 3 runs batted in. His defense has been stellar at third base defensively for the Rockies. Saw that at Petco Park and here. Fifth-round pick of the Rockies. It's UCLA. And went to high school in Manhattan Beach.
Same place as his daddy, right?
Absolutely.
Eric, UCLA.
Yep. Son of Eric Karros, brother of Jared Karros, who's not yet to the major leagues. Rocky's been swinging early, first pitches especially, all season long. Base hit by Johnson, the 48th hit on the first pitch of an at-bat this season. That's the most in the majors.
And if you're an opposing pitcher, you want, if they're going to be swinging early, make a good pitch so you get early outs, keep it on the ground, let your infield work. There you go.
Now ball towards third. Machado charges in, has one play, and makes it at first base for out number 2. So 2 down in the inning. And here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. down. Johnson at second base in the scoring position, and Willie Castro, the shortstop for the Rocks, outside of the 8th spot. One in the dirt. When Padres pitchers K9, you win. Score 25% off your total purchase. Participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. One foul back to the screen.
Good pitch. Cutter in on the hands.
Troy Johnson at second base with 2 down. The Rockies left Hunter Goodman at second base with 2 down in the first inning. Buehler extreme first base side of the rubber as well. And a base hit into right field. They're going to wave around Johnston. Here comes the throw from Fernando. It's up the line, and he is safe. Game is tied 1-1. Willie Castro drives in the game-tying run.
Looked like a changeup. It was down just at the knees. Boy, he went out and got it and took it to the pull side. Found the perfect hole. Sliding just in case. It's the green light. Tied at 1.
2 down, runner at first, and Jake McCarthy, the former Arizona Diamondback, as they check on Castro at first base.
Hey, that's one of those pitchers' nightmares. You make a
Off the bag into center field, and heading for third base is Castro. He'll get there. And you never know where that ball's going to go after it hits the bag.
Well, speaking of nightmares, that's one of them. But I was going to say, you throw a good changeup, and the hitter just puts it in play and finds the hole, resulting in that run. And then back to back here. Looks like Xander's. He's in the perfect position. Bang! Bad luck. Hitting the pillow at second base, and the inning stays alive.
First and third now, 2 down. Flips the order over. Edward Julian, a strikeout victim in the first inning. He went swinging. Chases a slider. 3 hits this inning. Rockies had 3 hits in the entire ball game last night.
Go, keep it alive.
Deshaun had to come out of the crouch to reel in that cutter. Castro at third, McCarthy at first with 2 down. And a check and back safely. The base hit by McCarthy, by the way, another first pitch hit. Runner goes at first and a ground ball into center field. From third comes Castro. McCarthy will be stopped at third, and the Rocks take a 2-1 lead. 4th hit of the inning, 2nd run.
This almost looks like a hit and run. It was early in the count, 1-1. The pitch is up in the zone. The runner's going, and he gets on top of this. It puts it in play. I mean, if taken, that's clearly a ball. And Sanders on to move to second base. Well, first and third action for the Rocks. might have been just a straight steal. Who knows? But that's good back control there with that runner in motion and staying inside it to hit it to the shortstop that's moving out of the play.
Ruben Abel out there talking to Walker Buehler. About to work to his 7th hitter of this 2nd inning.
That's why it's so frustrating. Another ground ball down the hole with the moving shortstop. Saw one earlier. The ball hits the bag. Bang. A lot going on this inning. The Rockies putting it in play and swinging early.
Moniak grounded out to first base in the 1st. There he is in the 2nd inning. Starting to stop at first. And back is Julian at first base. Next pitch will be 40 for Buehler. And pitch count problems here for Campusano, it appears. McCarthy at 3rd, Julian at 1st. 2 runs in here for Colorado. Base hit into right center. From 3rd comes McCarthy. Julian headed for at least 3rd. And into 2nd with an RBI double goes Moniak. 3-1 Rockies.
This was a cutter. Second pitch of the at-bat. First one was a ball cutter. Here's another cutter, and Moniak hits this ball just to the right of Jake, and the Rockies have got something going here. That had double written all over it. You hit a ball in that gap. We see it all the time here in Colorado.
5 hits this inning, 4 with 2 outs in the inning. It's not over yet. It's Hunter Goodman. He doubled his first time up. We can hear that wind out there in center field going out.
Yep.
Strike 2. Second and 3rd with 2 down.
Well, one thing is for sure, early in this game, the Rockies are earning their way on. No walks from Walker Buehler. Putting the ball in play, swinging early.
25th pitch of the inning, and a good pick there by Campusano. Gets by him, we got another run.
Yep. Way out of the zone. Into the other batter's box. Nice play.
Popped up foul off to the right, out of play. And a long inning for Walker Buehler. 5 hits, 3 runs. And he misses badly with that 4-seam fastball.
Oh, 3-2, you got first base open. Hunter Goodman can hurt you. Foul pole to foul pole. We know that.
In the dirt, ball 4. First walk allowed by Buehler. Loads the bases for the Rockies.
I don't think you wanted to give Hunter Goodman too much to hit right there. Sure, the bases are loaded. Puts a little bit of pressure on Walker. With Freeman coming to the plate.
After there were 2 outs, Buehler has thrown 20 pitches after that. And it's strike 1 to Tyler Freeman, the 9th member of the Rockies to bat here in the inning. can't. Bogaerts gets it, but drops it. Run scores. 4-1 Colorado. That's a base hit and an RBI.
Well, you could see exactly what Xander was going to do here. He was going to glove it, spin, and throw to go to short way at second, and the ball pops out. This ball is hit sharply, and Xander got to it. The webbing couldn't find the handle on the transfer.
So the Rockies bat around. Field started the inning by grounding out to the shortstop. This is a Coors Field inning right here.
That is. You know, though, in all honesty, you've seen a lot of games here, Don. 4-run inning, that's fine. You're fine. You start dropping 8, 9 in an inning, that's when it gets to be a little dicey, a little soggy, a little fuzzy.
Although I don't feel like you're ever out of it here.
No. That's why.
I think this might be the only place where your double slam range comes into play.
I'd agree with you. Absolutely. This early in the ball game.
Now Hart first up in the Padres pen. Bases filled with Rockies. 2 outs in the inning. Fourth time this year the Rockies have batted around. Swing and a miss. Chase the cutter. It's time to party. 3-2 the count. Bases loaded. Everybody on the move. Run field. Bloops one to center, but back goes Xander. He holds on to it. Xander Bogaerts backpedaling, makes the grab to end the inning. This one gets in. We got big problems. But Bogaerts back there to make the catch. 4-1 Rockies at the end of 2. Sundays at Petco Park are perfect for families. Arrive early for Kids Fest at Gallagher Square, presented by Nuna, featuring inflatables, face painters, and more. On select Sundays, the fun continues after the game with Kids Run the Bases, presented by Chick-fil-A. Join the festivities at Padres.com/KidsFest.
Make me a bicycle clown.
Four-run bottom of the second inning for the Rockies. On top 4-1, Ramon Laureano. Top of the Padres order to lead it off here in the third inning.
Key here, Don, at least 1 run, get it back. It could be 10-4 at the end of this inning. You never know. And that'd be a 10-4, good buddy.
Laureano walked in the first inning, came around to score the Padres run. Driven in on an RBI single by Jackson Merrill.
Long inning for the Rockies, a long sit for Sagano. Let's see how it affects it.
Popped up, foul ground, that'll get out of play. Mentioned Laureano walk, so far the only walk allowed by Sagano. There's 1 strikeout as well. So far has given up 2 hits and a run. Did he go? No, he did not. I'll check with Roberto Ortiz, first base umpire.
Well, Ramon saw a lot of pitches to lead off this ball game, and he drew a walk.
Fly ball, center field. Jake McCarthy into left center for out number 1. Yeah, that'll bring up Fernando. Father-son combinations and home runs here at Coors Field. The Bichette family, of course. Dante with 111. Now, he was a Rocky. Son Bo has 3. You got Guerreros, the Vladimir and Vladimir Jr. combination. And how about the Caros? Eric Caros with 21 home runs as a visitor here. He's never a Rocky.
Yeah, Mr. Padre 3, Tony Sr. and Tony Jr. 1 home run. In fact, we talked about that yesterday. He hit it over the out-of-town scoreboard. I said, was it like middle tank, upper tank? He goes, heck no. It was right above that yellow line. It scraped the first chair. Hey, but a home run's a home run. Yeah, that's a lot for a visiting player, huh, for Eric Caros?
Yes. I think it may be the most, or it's in the top 5 for sure.
So it's all about the father-son bragging rights on the big flies here at Coors Field.
Not this time. Strikes out on a slider. Second strikeout for Sagano. 2 down in the 3rd inning.
Expanding the strike zone with the slider. 2 strikes. It's at 85 out of the hand. Looks like it's going to get plenty of the plate. And Fernando way out in front of that one.
Brings up Jackson Merrill. Single to center field in the first, stole a base.
Well, Jackson last time up swung at the first pitch. RBI single. So what does Sagano do? He counters with a first pitch splitter. Jackson's not biting.
Pitch 50 for Sagano coming up.
Come on, buddy.
Inadvertent contact. Didn't want to do that.
Talk about swinging at the first pitch. First pitch hits 5. Over home plate, you can see he lets the ball travel a little bit. And the left-hander, he likes to go the other way. See those ones that are traveling a little bit more towards the catcher? He's taking those the opposite way, which he does so well. Like his first at-bat. Go, baby, one more. Hit the ball the opposite field.
Well, top 5 at swing at the first pitch. Nice first pitch swing percentage. Was it half the time?
You see the major league average at 31%, so well above the major league average.
In the air foul off to the left, out of play.
Would Donnie be a first pitch hacker?
Probably.
Like you see it, you like
Yep.
it, you're going
if
for it?
I get a fastball my first pitch.
You don't want to have 2 strikes on you.
No. I'm very aggressive hitter.
Yeah, you clean it out.
Yeah.
I think I would be that way as well. Why waste a good pitch, right? Middle in. You like it?
Probably the best pitch you're going to see.
Yeah.
Hauled off to the left.
That was the classic pitch where Jackson drives the opposite field so well. And once again, Sagano does not overpower you. It's not 98, 99, but yet the off-speed stuff makes that 92, 93 creep up on you, get up on you quickly.
So visitors at Coors Field, Bonds number 1, 26. Kemp number 2, 21, tied with Sosa. And then Caros, 21.
Okay.
Down to first, and a little bobble, but stand with it is Rumfield. He tags the bag, and the inning is over. 2.5 done, 4-1 Colorado.
It was a tough second inning for Walker Buehler. Let's take a look at how the hits came. First of all, it was a fastball mislocated. Then it goes to the off-speed pitches. That's a changeup, sinker up the middle, cutter away, another cutter. That goes for a double. And then the last one is a knuckle curveball. Walker Buehler just trying to find something that he could put an end to that inning. All the damage coming with 2 outs, guys. And as we talked about in the games that he was really dominant against the Rockies in his previous outing in Seattle, the fastball and the sinker were big weapons for him. Tonight, it's been a lot of cutters. We've seen some changeups and curveballs as well. Let's see if he can settle down and get some innings the rest of the way, starting here in the 3rd inning down in Mud.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. 55 pitches so far as he starts this 3rd inning. Troy Johnston leading it off here for the Rocks in the 3rd, and a send it the other way foul off to the left. Prize Picks is the official daily fantasy sports partner of the San Diego Padres. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code Padres to get $50 instantly when you play 5. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. 4-game hitting streak for Troy Johnston. 7 for his last 12. That includes a base hit in the 2nd inning. Rockies are out hitting the Padres 7-2 and on top 4-1. Swing and a miss, and Buehler is able to strike out Johnston. Second strikeout for Buehler.
The high cutter. Let's check it out again. Yeah, outer half as well. He's not happy about it.
One down in the inning for Kyle Karros. So a 37 pitch 2nd inning for Buehler. Most for any Padres pitcher in an inning this season.
That's a heavy workload. I mean, that gets to you. Stressful inning.
Hart was warming as the inning was going on in the 2nd inning. Rockies batted around. Sent 10 to the plate. And it scored 4 times. Takes it the other way. A fair ball down to the right field corner. Fernando to dig it out, but digging his way to second base is Kyle Karros with a 1-out double.
Bob Scanlon was talking about the arsenal of Buehler in that 2nd inning. The fastball, the changeup, the 2-seamer. You know, the cutter, this one just stays fair. Looks like it hits the line, and it's a good piece of hitting by Karros, taking that ball the other way. I've seen from these Rocky hitters, you know, they're really not coming out of their shoes. They're good under control swings, some good hacks, swinging at pitches in the zone.
I got to tell you, this is a different Rockies team than I've seen in years. I think Rockies fans are excited for a lot of reasons. These guys, a lot of them are very young, which is exciting, and they have a direction now. That's something I think they lacked the last bunch of years. Couldn't figure out what their whole philosophy was.
It does seem. Their plan, their approach, right? Their blueprint at the plate. I think we're seeing it. Yeah.
Nine and 15 coming in, so they're not over 500 or even at 500. But in what we have seen so far, this is a different Rockies organization. 1-1 is going to miss. And of course, they made a bunch of changes in the front office to get here.
Yeah. Paul DePodesta is back in the game of baseball. He was with the Padres a long time ago. He was in the NFL. Now he's back in baseball with the Rockies.
And then for a strike, he's going to challenge.
Batter is challenging the strike call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. And it was a strike.
Pitch is a strike. Colorado has 1 challenge remaining.
So confirmed.
The backdoor cutter from Buehler.
Runner at second with one away. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Castro lays off. Here's some results in the ABS this year, and as we anticipated, catchers doing most of it 60% of the time.
It's a landslide.
Pitchers the least.
Yep.
Letting their catchers figure it out. Ball 4, he walks him. Second walk allowed by Buehler. So one away, first and second. It's time for our Kia player profile. Longest win streaks against the Rockies. Well, they've won 7 in a row 4 times. A chance to get the all-time record in Padres history with an 8th victory. They have work to do tonight. It can be done for sure. First and second, one away. Jake McCarthy out of the 9 spot for the Rocks.
Well, the cutter for Buehler tonight has been the pitch du jour. It's the pitch he has thrown the most. He's thrown 31 of that said pitch, mixing in all the other ones.
Bunt showing, and he pulls it back. A called strike. Earlier, McCarthy, formerly of the Diamondbacks. Here are some facts. Broke into the big leagues with the Diamondbacks in 2021. Was a Diamondback last year. 67 games. So 5 seasons in Arizona. First year in Colorado.
2 good places to hit, huh?
Yes. He was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Scranton.
Scranton Red Barons.
Yeah.
Love going there. Lackawanna County Station.
Really?
Was the ballpark.
Isn't that where Dunder Mifflin is too?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. The Office?
Oh, yes. Okay. I know the reference, yes.
True. It's a paper. You know where to go.
Line to center. Merrill coming in almost too far. Hops and makes the catch out there in center for out number 2.
Well, a ball struck well, but Jackson is right there.
Kyle Hart back up in the pen for San Diego. He was up last inning. Back up again. First and second, 2 down. And Edward Julian coming up.
Come on, buddy. Keep it alive.
In fact, the Red Barons were with the Phillies for a very long time.
Yes.
And Jim Wolf, who was working second base, his brother, Randy, was a pitcher for the Scranton Red Barons when I was going through there. Ended up being a pitcher in the major leagues for a while.
Randy was a Padre for a little bit. Love Randy Wolf, and there's his brother who works out.
Yes, he does.
He's jacked. He's not showing off the guns tonight.
No. A little surprised.
A little cash with the 3/4 zip all the way down.
Oh, Scans was a Red Baron.
The big tall right-hander?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did a tour of duty in Scranton Wilkes-Barre the first year that it was open when I was a member of the Phils AAA. Had a great time there. Beautiful part of the country, beautiful stadium.
Yes. I love that ballpark.
Every night driving home, you'd see all kinds of deer on the way down from the hills up there.
Did you stay in the haunted hotel there?
I did at times. Yeah.
I did many times.
You know why it was haunted, or why they claim it was haunted? During the Civil War, they used it as a mortuary.
Oh.
And so they say that a lot of the soldiers were still hanging out at the train station there, guys.
I waited up a lot of nights hoping something would happen, and nothing ever happened. They were in our division, so we were there plenty, 3 times.
You know, the interesting thing was we'd come back from road trips, and they used it as a multi-purpose stadium. It was a football stadium also. And so the mound, they would actually come in with a forklift and lift the mound off the field and park it somewhere for the football games, and then they'd bring it back. Well, sometimes when they put the mound back on, they'd put it on crooked. Get on the mound, and you're looking about 10 feet to the right of home plate.
That doesn't bother you at all, right? No problem.
Not at all. Didn't affect anything.
That's reminiscent of Qualcomm and Jack Murphy when the Chargers were there. September, the Padres would go on the road. Immediately, last out, the forklifts are out. They're tearing up that diamond, getting ready for putting a gridiron in.
nothing but fond memories of Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, and that area. Great people up there as well.
Got to get out of this inning with 2 runners on and leave it at 4 for the Rockies. Pitch count is getting up there for Walker Buehler. 81 coming.
Carve foul. We'll do it again here. 3-2 with 2 down. Time to party. Everybody on the move. And he walks him. 2 walks in the inning, 3 in the outing. Loads the bases again. Up to 81 pitches, and Craig Stammen makes his walk to the mound. Off the baseball and depart. It is 4-1 Rockies. Back in Colorado, Rockies have a 4-1 lead. They're looking for more. Bases loaded with 2 down in the inning, and Kyle Hart takes over.
Yeah, entered the heartthrob his 9th game, and as Don mentioned, he's a guy who can give you multiple innings. 1, 2, 3, 4 times he's gone 2 innings or more. He inherited, but first things first, he inherits 3 runners. You got 2 outs. You got to keep it at 4 runs right here for the Rockies. Lefty on lefty. Fastball about 93. Kyle Hart.
Mickey Moniak pops it up, foul, off to the left, out of play. Tough sky right now. Anything in the air, it's twilight. With bases loaded. 1 grand slam on his resume.
Lefties 222 average, righties 208 off of Kyle Hart. Got to keep the ball down, away. Oh.
Fly ball center field. Playable for Jackson Merrill. And he will make the catch. They leave him loaded. Nice job by Kyle Hart. It's 4-1 Rockies at the end of 3.
The biggest thing that he brings to the table has been there, done that. He's pitched a lot of innings in the big leagues. He's won a lot of games in the big leagues. He's pitched on really good teams. So, those are the great things that he brings. And it's not that we don't love the guys that we have here. We love those guys too, but we all know how baseball works. We know that you got to plan for what you don't think might happen. And, we've experienced that the last few years with starting pitching. You just never know when something that's unexpected happens. And so now I feel like we're better set up, with Lucas in the fold.
That's Craig Stammen talking about the Padres signing free agent Lucas Giolito earlier today. Giolito will not be joining the ball club immediately. He's going to go to Lake Elsinore first to get some work in. May go to AA, may go to AAA. The Padres have 25 days before they need to call up Lucas Giolito. Of course, Giolito did a nice job last year for the Red Sox second half of the season after coming off not full Tommy John surgery, but the UCL brace surgery in 2024. So, guys, A.J. Prelich trying to add some depth to this rotation, which is obviously short, missing Nick Pivetta and Joe Musgrove not being back. But hopefully Giolito can provide some innings in the next few weeks.
Scamp, this one is to right field and right at the right field of Johnson. What do you know about that surgery, if anything at all, as far as the difference between the two and the time after you have that surgery? How much different is it from the full-blown Tommy John?
Yeah, you come back much quicker, Don, and that's why I was kind of surprised when I first saw that he had the surgery in 2024, and there were a lot of reports that it was Tommy John surgery, and yet he came back and pitched in the second half of the season last year for the Red Sox, so it seemed kind of odd at first. Wait, Tommy John surgery? That's coming back awfully quick. But to your point, Don, the brace surgery, you can come back much more quickly, as we saw it with Giolito last year. Now, the thing that I have a question, and Don, maybe you guys have more insight on this. Guys coming back from Tommy John surgery usually take a couple of years before they get their full feel back, right? I don't know if it takes that long with the brace surgery. that's something that we can ask Lucas when he joins the ball club, hopefully a little bit later in the season.
A line drive base hit into left field for Xander Bogaerts.
Well, I've got one other little nugget regarding Giolito, doing a little research here. Big tall right-hander. It seems to me that you guys are alums of Harvard Westlake High School in L.A.
That would be true, and Max Fried also coming out of there, and some other hard-throwing, ball players out of the Harvard Westlake school. We didn't have quite the depth of talent that they had when they had Max Fried and Giolito both, and Flaherty also was on that ball club. Can you imagine that trio firing for that ball club? So yeah, I'm an alum. I look forward to talking to him, and he's got a lot of experience, as Craig was talking about, and also postseason experience, guys. So the Padres certainly looking forward to him joining the ball club, or at least being available to sometime in the next few weeks.
It goes a long way.
Yep.
Swing and miss here for Gavin Sheets. On the count, 0-2.
Nice
skips in. Base hit by Bogaerts with 1 out in the inning. Broke up a string of 5 in a row. Retired by Sagano. And only the 3rd hit allowed by Sagano so far in his outing. Swing and a miss, and he strikes out. Sheets on a splitter. 3rd strikeout for Sagano. 2 down.
This splitter caught a lot of the plate on the inner half, and let's see this. See the tumbling effect, maybe working underneath it for the swing and miss. Even though he misses with location, a very effective pitch on that splitter. He threw a lot of splitters that at bat.
2 down. Bogaerts at first for Nick Castellanos, getting a start at first base defensively tonight. And the recipient of strike 1. Grounder down to 3rd base in the 2nd inning. It's 6 ground ball outs so far for Sagano. Through 3 and 2/3 innings.
They call him Tommy Sugar.
Popped up left side. The shortstop Willie Castro still going. Makes the catch. Wow, that was an adventure. I think the wind played with that one. Padres are gone on the top of the 4th. It's 4-1 Rocks. Let's cheer on the Padres when the Los Angeles Dodgers come to Petco Park. They're here for a midweek matchup, May 18th through the 20th, and again over the weekend, June 26th to the 28th. Catch a star-studded battle of America's #1 ballpark. Visit Padres.com/tickets. Should be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, a lot of excitement, electricity, place to be part of the fun.
Tied atop the division heading into tonight's action, both at 16 and 7.
How do you like them apples?
I like them. 4-1 Rockies as we move to the home half of the 4th inning.
You had an apple on the bus on the way to the ballpark today. What was that, a Granny Smith?
It was. I try to have an apple a day.
Sorry about being healthy.
I don't know how healthy I am.
It's a good way to get full if you're hungry. Have an apple.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Big inning for Kyle Hart, and he's done it before. He has held the opposition. These middle innings when your starter doesn't get you into the 4th, 5th, whatever. And Kyle has accepted that role. Looks like Campy got a little piece of that foul ball, a little bit of time to just recoup.
Professional courtesy from home plate umpire Alan Porter. Logs some innings, hit some outs.
Quick outs would be fantastic for Kyle.
That's a fair ball. Inside the bag at first, down the right field line. Goodman is headed for second base as Fernando will send it back in. A leadoff double starts things here in the home half of the fourth inning.
This is what makes Hunter Goodman dangerous. See that pitch, that sinker from the lefty up in? Boy, he just fights it off. Nick Castellanos is way off the bag at first base, and he punches in between Castellanos and the pillow for the double. Sure, a home run's the thing off the bat of Hunter Goodman, but he's good for some doubles as well.
He's got 2 doubles in this game and a walk, so aboard 3 times. And at second with nobody out, here's Tyler Freeman. You never pitched in the International League, did you? You were all PCL, right?
International, PCL, and a little bit in the, I always get it mixed up. American Association was the East Coast?
No, American Association was kind of in the middle.
Okay, I played, that's right. I played in the American Association in Iowa.
Oh, okay. That's right, you were an I Cub.
Correct. And then briefly as a Richmond Brave on rehab assignment in '91 with the Richmond Braves.
Oh, that was the International.
Right.
And then what happened was they blew up the American Association, as it turned out, and then they shared them with the PCL and the IO. And we ended up with Louisville, Indianapolis, and a lot of teams that were in the American Association. Buffalo Bison came over to the IO. Made things much better for me. Not that it's all about me, but as far as the travel, a lot of good cities in the American Association.
Hey, really good.
Yeah.
I made the trip to Buffalo, which was great.
Yes.
Back then it was
Pilot Field.
Pilot Field.
It was ready to be a major league ballpark.
Yes.
They just needed to add another deck, but it never happened.
Yeah, good league.
Majors never came to Buffalo. Fouled off to the right out of play. But it was, at that time, the most major league ballpark you had at AAA.
Right.
Downtown setting, the skyscrapers all the way around. 1-2 strikes here to Freeman.
Back then, the Buffalo Bison were the AAA affiliate of the Cleveland then Indians back in the day.
Yep, same when I was there.
Missing arm side with that, that's the splitter from Kyle Hart. One thing that Kyle has done well is throwing the fastball into the righties. And when you throw 93, you're not over par, you have to do that. Fastball's in, you just can't keep going away.
Fouled off of Campusano, and that one really got him.
Oh, man. It's right square in the grill. Oh, man.
Rick Stammen is walking away with his mask. I'm not sure if something was wrong with the mask or not, but Ricky Huerta, the trainer out there, checking on him, and Stammen took the mask with him.
This is just a guess.
He broke it?
Well, you know, there's protocol. It's almost like a football helmet after like a motorcycle helmet. If there's any type of like distress to the equipment, you set it out because it's been like absorbed all that pressure and all that energy and all like the shock absorbers or whatever. So you get a new one. That's just a guess because I know that's a fact with like motorcycle helmets and football helmets. After a big blow of some sort, you switch it out. You get a fresh one. I'll tell you, that's part of my homework. Go find out what for tomorrow what happened to the mask.
Ninth pitch of this plate appearance for Freeman.
Oh,
get him again?
No, Karam. That one went back. Oh gosh, there's balls being thrown all over the place. Kyle Hart almost got thrown with the. That one came back off the back wall and nearly hit the umpire in Campy. As we take a look at this one.
Got him
on
again.
the shoulder, yeah.
Shoulder.
And then watch the ball come back off the wall and nearly hits the umpire. And then Campy threw the ball back to Kyle. He didn't see it and almost hit him. It's just a yard sale down there.
2-2 slowly rolled. Hard off the hill. Spins and fires and gets him. First out of the inning is taking third is Goodman.
You know, that mask also could have got bent or whatever, or one of the shock absorbers maybe break.
One away, Goodman at third base and brings up T.J. Rumfield. 2 so far. He's grounded a short, popped out 2 short. And the Padres infield in halfway on the right side, all the way in on the left side. Seven at bats have gone 6 pitches or longer for the Rockies, and the Padres now at 98 total pitches between the 2 pitchers they've used, Buehler and Hart. Walker Buehler 2 2/3, 8 hits, 4 runs, walked 3, struck out 2. And currently he's on the hook here with the Rockies batting in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hitter's timeout for T.J. Rumfield. Pitch in relief for Hart coming up. Hunter Goodman with his walking lead at third base. Infield in for San Diego with 1 out. Ball 3. The deep count, full count here. From 0-2 to 3-2. With Johnson waiting on deck.
Emergency swing on the sinker.
Right side into right field. A base hit from third comes Goodman. Rockies add to their lead on top 5-1.
It was a sweeper, lefty on lefty. Yeah, missed location. That one was in. Campy was set up away, and with that said, speeds up his bat to the pull side. Castellanos to his right. The dive, can't make the play. Under his glove, good effort, run scored.
Troy Johnston still just 1 out in the inning. So it's supposed to cool off here tomorrow in Denver, but I feel like it already has. This is a breeze and much cooler than what we had earlier today. Popped up in the infield right side. Cronenworth will head on to the short lawn and right end, make the catch for out number 2. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, you get the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Padres, the official source for your Padres gear.
Well, since first pitch at 78 degrees, it's around 10 degrees. It's now 68. We got some cool weather coming in tomorrow as well.
Weather on the nines. You got any traffic?
It's all clear. It's all clear. It's after rush hour.
It should be. It's 8:15 here.
Yeah, drive safely.
Should be fine. 1-0's in there for a strike to Carroll's.
Tomorrow, high is 64, low of 46.
Ooh. Good thing we brought our fencing jacket.
Yeah.
Liner caught by Xander up into the air to make the grab. Time the leap perfectly. Xander Bogaerts on the catch. Kyle Carrow's lining out. Bogey says no.
Padres trailing the Rockies 5-1 as we head to the top of the 5th inning on the UC San Diego Health scoreboard. And it's time now for our Ask Don and Mud segment. It's brought to you by Cal Coast Credit Union. And tonight's question is from Steve Perkteman, who wants to ask you guys, hey, what do you look forward to most about the upcoming trip to Mexico City? Don and Mud, what are you looking forward to?
The whole thing. I am looking forward to all of it. I think first I'll start with the food because that's where I always start. I love the food in Mexico City. Last time we were there, it was tremendous. But I also like the games themselves, and the atmosphere is different from what we're used to in a day-to-day baseball, in Major League Baseball. It's just different. It's like a fiesta.
It is.
So I'm looking forward to that part of it. I'm looking forward to what's going to be some high-scoring games, the elevation part of it. But I think it's cool. I'm looking forward to all of it, the whole package.
Donnie, great minds think alike. I can't wait for the excitement. Like you said, it's a party at the ballpark, and particularly the one thing I really enjoy, the ballpark food. It's great. There's this one, you can't get it everywhere. That's what makes it so unique. There's a sandwich called the machete.
Yes.
It's like a foot long, almost like sub, right?
Yes. Yeah. I had it last time.
Yeah, and it's great.
It's fantastic.
Something you
really
can't get everywhere, so that's something to look forward to. But the excitement at the ballpark, it's a lot of fun.
It's going to be cool. And this year, the Padres in Game 2 are going to wear their new City Connects, which is also going to be grabbed. Looking forward to that. Seeing them for the second time. And seeing them in Mexico will be cool. Scan, how about you?
Yeah, I was just going to Scan.
Well, you guys covered a lot right there, but yeah, from the food standpoint, the churros are amazing. I mean, they are so good and tasty. And machetes are good, no question about it. So I'm looking forward to that. I love the passion of the fans down there. It's Padre fan that's excited to be over there and pumped up to, cheer for their team in a foreign land, and also, Padre fans that live down south of the border and getting a chance to see them, see their team, and just a great energy down there, Don, as you were talking about. And the final thing is I get a chance to practice my Spanish a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
I love the look on the faces of our friends down south when a 6'9" gringo is trying to talk some Spanish with them. So looking forward to the whole thing. Should be fun, guys.
Well, when you talk about elevation, we're going to be higher than we are here.
Oh, yeah.
7350 in Mexico City. 7,350 feet.
Hydrate, boys.
Yeah. Over 20 million residents in the metropolitan area.
That's all? I thought it was more than that, to be honest with you. Jake Cronenworth batting with one out. Up to the top tank with that foul ball on the right field line.
Now, Donnie, do you get any recipes while you're down there for Donatangelo's?
No, because I don't speak Spanish, so I don't not ask anybody how they cooked it. I may have to bring you with me so you can practice yours.
We're going to bring back a world-class guac to Donatangelo's. I'm not saying you don't already have it, but, you might bring something different.
Ours is kind of plain.
You make guacamole, Don?
I do.
What's your secret ingredient that is unlike any other guac? Do you add anything?
I like to use a lot of lime.
Not a fan.
Wow.
No, that's interesting. Okay.
And that's why you can't get a reservation at Donatangelo's.
And I love guacamole. I love guacamole.
Yeah, he's on the no-serve list. 3 balls and a strike here to Jake Cronenworth. Foul back. popped up down the third baseline. Karros comes in onto the infield lawn and makes the catch for out number 2. Well, a reminder, if you have a question for us, scan the QR code or visit calcocu.org/baseball. Maybe you'll hear your question answered live on the air.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. And hopefully you're watching when the team goes down to Mexico City. We'll have a machete sandwich for you.
Outside, ball 2. 81 pitches now for Sagano with 2 outs in the 5th inning. I'd say he's been better tonight than he was in the first outing. He was pretty good in the first outing.
Absolutely.
Balls behind here, 3-1 to Ramon Laureano.
Scattering only 3 hits.
Fernando waits on deck. Full count now. Pretty good rip there by Laureano. Challenge. It's called a ball.
Catcher is challenging the ball call.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. It was a strike. And that's strike 3 to Laureano.
Colorado has 1 challenge remaining.
4th strikeout for Sagano. 5-1 Rockies.
Yet another.
Padres baseball is presented by UC San Diego Health, the official healthcare provider of the San Diego Padres. And by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Beautiful city of Denver, Colorado, where the Padres and Rockies play game 2. Day baseball here tomorrow. 5-1 Rockies on top. Willie Castro leading it off. Hart back out there. Came into the game in the 3rd inning. Got the final out, pitch the 4th, and starts the 5th.
He's gone as many as 2 1/3. The longest he's done that a few times.
When Padres pitchers K9, you win. Score 25% off your total purchase at participating Petco locations tomorrow with your loyalty membership. Just ask to redeem the Padres K9 promotion at checkout. Jumps ahead here, 0-2 Willie Castro leading it off in the bottom of the 5th. Looking at Hart's positioning on the rubber, he's pretty much in the middle.
Yeah.
Seems most guys are on one side or the other.
Yeah, it's a comfort thing. It's very subjective, and he's got those size 16s hunkered down right in the middle of that pitcher's plate. That shoe of Kyle Hart looks like it could be Don's mini yacht.
It's a little bigger than that. No below deck, though. Did I mention that? No below deck.
Yeah. That's got to be at least a size 15.
One-two pitch. Grounded foul over by the Padres dugout and into it. They're housed on the 3rd base side of Coors Field, in case you didn't know.
By the way, the pitcher's plate that we're always referring to, or AKA the rubber, 24 inches long and it's 6 inches wide. And it's like a big block. You know what it's like? It's like if they dug it, it's like a big block of Velveeta cheese. Not a sponsor. It's like a big block. Some people think it's like just really thin.
Oh, no, it's thick.
It's thick.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
One-two pitch. On the ground, slowly hit but foul. Ready to go cruising?
Yeah.
Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. The cruise is stopped. Oh, we're going the other way now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Going to the port side.
Oh, 2 strikes here to Willie Castro. He's been on twice, single and a walk. He's driven in a run. Ninth pitch of this plate appearance. Another long at bat here for a Rocky.
Well, the sweeper, the sinker, you know, mixing in some splitters right there.
All nine Rocky starters have at least 1 hit through 4 innings, 10 total hits. To left, Laureano going back to make the catch shy of the track for out number 1. Third 10-pitch at bat today for the Rockies. Bring up Jake McCarthy. Single, lined out to center, 1 for 2. Bunt bid. Hart fields his position very well, but pulls Castellanos. Ooh. Apparently had the foot on the bag. We'll see if they're going to challenge this. First look looked like he came off, but
yeah, I'm right there with you, Don.
They are not going to challenge. So Castellanos did have the foot on the bag.
Well, athletic move. Watch as he goes up for this. The tiptoe, the toe. He stays on. Ball and glove. Where's the foot? On the bag. Nice job, Nick Castellanos at first base.
Two down, top of the order. Edward Julian. He's been on twice, single and a walk. He's also struck out. .40 pitches in relief for Kyle Hart, first out of the Padres pen. Padres pitching, looking for their first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. And Kyle Hart has the first 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Rolls it over to first baseman Nick Castellanos. He'll take it himself to the bag. Out number 3. It is a 1-2-3 inning, but it's a 5-1 Rockies lead.
No.
Top of the 6th from Coors Field. A game 2 of 3. Rockies 5, Padres 1. Well, Sagano on the mound tonight. He's throwing a lot of his pitches. He's keeping his game intact by throwing the splitter, the slider, four-seamer, and sweeper. 15 outs. He really likes that splitter, and a lot of these pitches are filling the zone. There's only, I see, 2 pitches that are literally fully out of the zone. All the other pitches in the zone. So some movement, some good location. The Padres haven't been able to square him up. He's got a 4-run lead. We go to the top of the 6th. There's Don.
Thanks, Bentley. As Fernando leads it off, Sagano back out there. That's his 85th pitch. Fernando 0 for 2 on the night, has bounced out to short and struck out swinging.
Time to wake up the bats. Third time around for Fernando. Jackson, Manny, get on for the middle of the order. Do some damage. Need some slug.
There's strike 3 and 1. Sharply hit to the second baseman. Julian fields it very nicely and throws out Fernando. Now a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Get my new Smash Jack Sliders Munchie Meal for a chance to win $75,000.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
One down here in the 6th inning. Next pitch would be 90 for Sugano. We had one out here in the 6th. Here is Jackson Merrill.
And the last time out for Sugano, 91 tosses for the right-hander against the Dodgers.
Grounder to the second baseman again. Julian throws out Jackson Merrill. 2 down. A good groove going now. He's retired 7 Padres in a row. As the first 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Here's Manny Machado. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out looking in the first, lined out to right in the 4th inning. Two and 0. Fouled off to the right, out of play. This is where Manny had that horrible ankle injury and rolled his ankle at first base.
One of the worst I've ever seen.
Yep.
But he bounced back like, what, 2 weeks later?
Yep. Jaden Hill up in the pen for the Rockies. First action we've seen out there.
Well, when Manny starts swinging the bat really well, he'll wear out right center field. We know that. We've seen him go to the aviary out there.
Down the right field line. Johnson gives it a look, but well back amongst the spectators, which there are more of tonight than there were last night. On the ground up the middle into center field, a base hit for Manny Machado. A 2-out knock breaks up a string of 7 in a row retired by Sugano.
Just a little game of pepper for Manny, trying to get some base runners on, maybe the big blow. Looked like a fastball there. Whoa.
Pitching coach coming out, the interpreter. Six pitches for Sugano.
Alon Leishman, the pitching coach for the Rockies. Played baseball in Israel. He's from Israel. Really good story. Pitched professionally over there. Team Israel pitching coach. In fact, our own Mark Loretta was on the coaching staff with Brad Osmus for Team Israel during the WBC. There's Alon.
2 down. Machado at first base. Xander Bogaerts is grounded out to third and single to left.
This is where you need the 2-run shot. What?
219 plate appearances since the Padres' last home run. April 15th against Seattle. That was 6 games ago. Xander fouls it off to the right out of play.
Well, when it gets up to the pitch count that Chagano's at now, 98, as we see action there, the captain, David Morgan, is up getting hot. I start looking at location like that pitch there. You know, sometimes guys will hang sliders, get them around pitch 100. That was a pretty good located slider on pitch number 98. Xander obviously looking to get on base any way, shape, or form, but if you get a hanger, man, turn on it. Take a look at the pitches by inning. Heaviest workload in the second with 20.
In the dirt, picked on the backhand by Goodman. Maybe laboring a little bit.
Yeah, that's a big time miss there. Looked like he was kind of looking at his finger a little bit after that last pitch. Hey, as many times as a guy can miss way out of the zone, you miss right down the middle, that can happen as well.
Ground ball through the vacated right side into right field, a base hit. Padres have something going here with 2 down in the inning. First and second with 2 away. Second hit of the night for Xander Bogaerts.
Just going the other way. 5 hopper.
Warren Schaefer headed out there, and the manager is going to do it. 101 pitches with Sagano. Another nice job for him, though. He leaves with a 4-run lead. And the Rockies fans will let him know what they think as he leaves. Five to 1, Rockies have the lead. Padres trying to make some noise here in the 6th inning with 2 outs. They got 2 on, and enter Jaden Hill.
Well, he's an LSU Tiger, and you're going to have to turn up the dial because the fastball is up around 97, 98. He inherits 2 runners. He's got the slider, sinker, changeup, 4-seamer. He really likes his slider.
Strike call.
He's a homegrown Rocky, Jaden Hill, and he's never started a game, predominantly out of the bullpen. This being his 3rd year at the big league level.
Here it's 2 base runners. Machado at second, Bogaerts at first, spins off the backside, no throw. Balls and a strike now to Gavin Sheets with 2 outs and 2 on.
98 on the 2-seamer, the sinker. There's a walk in there too.
Swinging a foul tip. For strike 2. 2-2. Time couldn't hold on to it. Zips by him to the backstop. deeply situated. All of the outfielders, they're backed up in this big yard. There's a lot of green grass out there. 2-2. Broken back grounder right side. Julian will go to first base for the out. That'll end the inning. Padres strand a pair. 5.5 done. 5-1 Rockies. Well, losing 12 straight, the New York Mets were looking to break that. Mark Vientos with a go-ahead RBI in the 8th inning puts an end to the Mets losing streak. They have won. They get Juan Soto back. He DH'd in tonight's game. And it has been a long, miserable run for the Mets, but they have snapped that losing streak.
Going into tonight, they won, as Donnie just mentioned, but 7-16 record, worse in Major League Baseball. During that time, scoring just under 2 runs a game, and their ERA almost 6. That's not going to win you a lot of games, Don.
No. There's David Morgan.
Enter the captain. 9th game, nice ERA. His goes to 11 innings, 11 punchies. Opponent's hitting .211 off of David Morgan.
Mickey Moniak leading it off here for the Rockies. Grounded out to first, a double, and flat out to center. That double knocked in a run. His 13th RBI of the season. Kyle Hart goes 2 1/3, gives up 2 hits and 1 run. Didn't walk anybody, nor did he strike anybody out, but he logged some innings, got some outs, and did a nice job.
Yes, he did.
Especially here.
Keep it close. You're within slam range, and that is that's nothing here.
Foul to our left. Up into the top tank. Ball 3.
David likes to throw that curveball. While here in Colorado, you really have to concentrate, keep that pitch down in the zone. Start it, maybe belt buckle, let the ball work. If you leave it up in the zone, it could spell trouble. There's a nice sinker there at 98. He's got the sneaky fuzz as well.
On the ground and under the glove with a diving second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Moniak thinking 2. Will get 2. Second double of the night for Mickey Moniak. Starts things here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That's a great read. It's a great effort by Jake as he dives to his right. Let's go back to the pitch from David Morgan. Four-seamer. He goes out and gets it. Now, as soon as this ball is touched by Jake as he dives, Mickey Moniak's thinking, okay, yeah, he can see Fernando. Oh, he's a little bit of a stumble right there, but still, he can see Jackson Merrill trying to get to it. And he goes into second base in the scoring position.
Now Hunter Goodman always takes a healthy hack, fouled it off to the right. Doubled in the first, walked in the second, doubled and scored in the 4th inning. Mickey Moniak and Hunter Goodman both with 2 hits. Rockies with 11 in this game. A lot of full counts between both teams. 14 full counts already in this game. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning.
I told you the story about Pat Dobson, the late great pitching coach that I had in San Diego. Dennis Rasmussen, big tall left-hander, was on our, hey, what are you doing? Got a game going on. Rassi was always full count, right? 3. You look up, full count.
Just to stay in shape.
Yeah. Dauber dubbed him Count Full Count. One of the great nicknames of all time.
Swing and a miss, and Goodman strikes out. First down for David Morgan.
That's good. No movement for the runner at second base. Leadoff double. You try to at least get him over. He's going after that four-seam fastball at 99 upstairs. The captain going top deck.
New material. Tyler Freeman, 1 for 3. On the ground up the middle, over goes Bogart, sliding to his left. The good throw, and there are 2 outs in the inning as Moniak takes third base. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the San Diego Padres. Two down in the 6th. TJ Rumfield.
I've never met TJ Rumfield, but I tell you what, I'm sure he's a good kid. But as far as the San Diego Padres are concerned, we've got 2 of the best TJs in the business. TJ Lucina and TJ Laidlaw. The director of travel and director of everything, if I might say so, and best equipment manager in all of baseball, TJ Laidlaw.
Agnos up in the pen. Fly ball to deep left field. Laureano going back, and that ball's going to 1 hop off the wall. Scoring from third is Moniak. Into second with an RBI double goes Rumfield. 6-1 Rockies.
This is a classic example of taking a fastball, and this is something we've talked about, and you made a point earlier in the game, Don. It seems like it's just a different approach, a different plan for these Rockies hitters. And that was evident on that last pitch. Fastball up and away at 99. Rumfield gets to it from the left side and pokes it that opposite way. Plenty of hits out there into the gap to drive home a run.
There's Troy Johnson. Rumfield at second base. First pitch strike. So 5 of the 6 runs the Rockies have played it have come with 2 outs. So 2-out magic in the Mile High City. You don't get that stuff everywhere, you know.
It's good stuff. That's money.
Nothing at 2 to Johnson.
You know, 6-1, you're still looking okay. We've seen worse things happen here. And when did the Padres come back most 6 this year, right? 6 runs?
Could be.
6-run deficit?
Yeah. It's fouled down the left field line, out of play. Started this game 2 2/3, 4 runs. Kyle Hart 2 1/3, 1 run. And now swing and a miss, strike 3 as Johnston strikes out. That'll end the inning. Rockies add a run, have a 6-1 lead.
Well, for the Rockies tonight, they need good, solid starting pitching because they haven't been getting it lately. But Sedano out there tonight, he was in complete control. Now here's a big-time contrast. Tonight, look at the bottom tab. 5 2/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. The last 12 games combined for the Rockies starters, 39 2/3, 0-6 winless with an ERA just under 7. So he went out there tonight, kept them in the ball game. They've got the lead, a 5-run lead as we go to the top of the 7th. 6-1 Rockies. Here's Don.
Jaden Hill is back out there.
A lot of four-seamers, splitties, and sliders from Sugano tonight in a 101 pitch effort.
Castellanos, Campusano, Cronenworth scheduled to bat here in the inning. 0 for 2 tonight for Castellanos, getting the start defensively at first base. Grounded out to third and popped out to short. Swing and a miss. Four-seam fastball at 97. Foul to the screen. Fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Castellanos, leading it off in the 7th. Fouled off to the right, out of play. Padres this season and a 6-run comeback against the Mariners. 4-run comebacks against the Red Sox and Rockies. It's been done. Swing and a miss, and Castellanos strikes out on a slider. First out of the 7th inning.
You mentioned that against Hill, you're going to have to turn up the dial, and he's got a really sharp biting slider at 90. Doesn't really have a big break, but it breaks down, and it's firm. He spins it well. Good pitch.
1 down in the 7th for Luis Campusano. 1 for 2 night. The Padres catcher. High drive, deep left field, down the line, and that ball is gone. Long home run to left field for Luis Campusano, his 2nd home run of the year, and it's now 6-2.
Mentioned it earlier. When Campy gets a breaking ball, he can do some damage to it if it's in the zone. You see that slider? Right down the middle. Speeds up his bat to send it on its way. And the Padres are back in slam range.
222 plate appearances in between home runs for the Padres. 6 games ago, back on April 15th against the Mariners, was their last home run. Luis Campusano with a solo shot here in the 7th. Padres fans have scored a free jumbo jack from Jack in the Box with tonight's Padres home run.
Slap some cheese on that thing while you're at it.
Ball 3, 3-0. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk to the number 9 man. The home run may have rattled him a little bit here.
Yeah.
Off the mark there to Cronenworth and flips the order over. Ramon Laureano, pitching coach, headed back out there again. So Zach Agnes up in the pen.
Yeah, the last thing we mentioned yesterday, in so many games here at Coors Field, you have to have them earn their way on. Walks ain't going to cut it.
Here's a look at our Disney Cruise Line cruise cam. One out, Cronenworth at first, and here is Laureano. Walked back in the first inning and scored a run. Padres took the 1-0 lead back in the first inning. 6 unanswered runs after that. Now these Rockies Padres have answered here with a run so far in the 7th. Strike 1. To the walk in the first, he flied out to center in the 3rd, struck out looking in the 5th inning. This will get away, and Cronenworth will head to second base.
Change up. Down and away.
Just didn't catch it.
Yeah.
There's a pass ball that gets Cronenworth to second base. Agnos has sat down. It's Antonio Senzatella who's now up in the pen. Elevated and Laureano chases. There's a 4-seam fastball at 95. Padres with the fewest blown lead losses in Major League Baseball at 1. The Rockies 6th. Tied for 9th most in the majors in that category. Time called. Hitters time granted to Ramon Laureano. Swing and a miss, and Laureano strikes out. Out number 2 of the 7th inning.
It's the Jaden Hill slider. And this one's up and in. Kind of backs up on him a little bit. That'll happen sometimes. Rather than having that pitch down and away and it breaks that way, sometimes, you know, you work underneath it, it's up and in, and it kind of backs up on you a little bit.
This with the changeup. And 0 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out, grounded out again. All that was against the starter, Tomoyuki Sagano. One pitch. Strike 2. Back to the gas. Trying to get Hill through this 7th inning. Came on in the 6th. Still out there with 2 down. Spirals off the backside, no throw. But a disengagement nonetheless. 2-2 to Fernando. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Padres do get a run, though, in the inning. Luis Campusano connects on his second home run of the year. Blast to left field. Rockies have a 6-2 lead. To the bottom of the 7th we go. Six to 2, Rockies have lead over the Padres as we get ready for the bottom of the 7th inning. Top off your fit with a soft waffle beanie presented by Motorola Razor in a Padres brown and gold. Limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance. Secure yours today. Tuesday, April 28th is the day when the Padres host the Chicago Cubs at 6:40. Visit padres.com/giveaways.
Be sure to get yours added to your collection. We've talked about other items, the top 3, which I love. It's the scarf, the puffer vest, and now the beanie. And I like the palm, but you have the option, right? The option is yours. Don, you want to show them?
Absolutely. You have the palm like this all the time, but it's not permanent. If you don't want it, it can come off.
Just like that.
Just like that. It's just that simple. Looks like we have a pitch comm problem out there.
We're bringing his hat in for evidence. What? Needs a new lid?
If they were doing that, the umpires would have done it.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let the team handle the hat.
It's got a new lid.
So Ty France put the hat on, apparently. Maybe he took Ty France's hat by mistake. Coming off with another hat.
Yeah, that hat is being taken out of the game.
That hat is also leaving. We're going to need a third hat, apparently. There's the hat. Ty puts it on. Morgan may have taken the wrong hat when he went out there, and now
Michael King is now a seamstress. He
does it all.
Michael King with a pair of scissors in his hands. I don't know. I'm staying far away. By the way, David Morgan has got this serious coif.
He's got great moss.
He's got beautiful hair. Doesn't he?
It's fantastic.
It's like a werewolf.
Fabulous.
Look at him.
Flowing.
Yeah.
Very envious. I like the front, too. It's cool.
He's got the Eddie Munster widow's peak in front.
Oh, fantastic. I would never cut it. Never.
No, let it go.
No.
You got it flaunt.
Valqueros. One for 3, double in the 3rd inning.
Hey.
Gets his hitter's timeout and backs out.
Plain and simple, hold the rocks, getting late.
Second inning of relief here for David Morgan.
And you know what, Don, you look at the Rockies lineup, bottom of the order has gotten on base. A double by Queiroz, a couple of runs scored. Castro and McCarthy throwing a walk. Doing their job. This is how relievers like David Morgan get victories. You hold them, your club comes back, takes the lead.
Missed with a curveball up and in. Wandy Peralta up in the Padres pen. It's 25 for David Morgan in relief. Pitch here to Kyle Karros, and he almost hit him, walks him. Begin things here in the 7th inning. First walk allowed by Morgan. That'll bring up Willie Castro. Started the game at shortstop, since has moved to second base. Defensively, tonight he has singled, walked, and flied to left. Base hit in the 2nd inning. Drove in a run, picking up his 9th RBI.
Got to make an adjustment. He's got the good life fastball, 97-98.
Center field, that's in for a base hit. Merrill will get it back in. It's 1st and 2nd, nobody out here for the Rocks.
David Morgan also features the sinker, and that one just catches too much of the plate. He wants the sinker. You're going to throw it down and away, trying to roll something over for a double play. And Castro having a good night at the dish tonight.
First and 2nd, nobody out. And McCarthy showing bunt. Pulls it back, takes a strike. So now 4 Rockies have multi-hit games. Moniak with 2, Goodman with 2, Rumfield with 2, and Castro now with 2. 13 hits. The bunt, and it's fouled off of Campusano. He's had a tough night behind the dish.
Oh, yeah. Catchers hate that. Ankle, inner thigh.
Karros at 2nd, Castro at 1st. Ball 1.
Not really a competitive pitch, that is, on that curveball. Way down and in. Competitive. That's the word I was looking for. They're trying to spit out.
Two. Popped up foul. That'll get out of play. Walk for Karros, a single for Castro. Still nobody out here in the Rockies' 7th inning. McCarthy under the glove of Castellanos at 1st. Coming around from second base is Karros. He will score. And it's 7-2 Rockies.
Well, this is one that Nick Castellanos should have had, and if you were to ask him, because watch his reaction after this ball gets under his glove. Immediately, as this ball gets under the glove. Should have had it. Rockies are off and running. Adding on.
They rule it a base hit. And it's 1st and 2nd, still nobody out. And Campusano headed out there to talk to Morgan.
lot of ones in the columns for the Rockies tonight in innings. The only crooked one in the second inning. Just hold it to 1 run here. David's got some work to do though. Still nobody out. Double play is in order. This is where you'd like to see no movement and a punch out.
By him. Tovar batting for the first time. Took over at shortstop last inning defensively. Hit in the elbow last night. He's wearing a guard tonight. Swing and a miss. Down 0-2. With Castro at second, McCarthy at first, and a run in here for the Rocks. Struck him out. First out of the inning.
It's huge. High fastball. 96. No movement from the runners. Double play is in order, and Craig Stammen, a little stroll out to the hill.
Wandy Peralta's been warming in the pen. Will step aside. The Rockies have a 7-2 lead. Back in Colorado, the Rockies have added a run. They have a 7-2 lead. Jordan Beck about to pinch hit here with 1 out, runners at first and second, a run in, and Wandy Peralta into the game for San Diego.
So the chess game starting right here as Wandy, he's a left-hander. We know that. And through the years, he's had a high ground ball percentage rate, and that's exactly what they need here. Runners at first and second. 11th game for Wandy. The nice ERA. He needs a grounder here. The old 2-for-1 sale. That's what he's looking for.
Back to pinch hit for Moniak. Got a 2-hit night, driving in a run.
Last few years, 23, 24, 25 at Wandy, almost near like 60% ground ball rate. It's 44% in Major League Baseball. That'll work down. He throws that changeup, gets a lot of rollovers on that pitch.
Runners go.
Run at him. Run at him.
They're going to run at him here. There's a runner at second. This man's just going to tag him. They were taken off on a double steal.
Yeah, it kind of got froggy. And right there, and that's the thing. If you're going to either run at him or throw ahead of the runner, Manny runs him back. That's the right thing to do. 2 outs.
Runner at second now. That's second out. Missing inside to Beck. 2-0. Wandy Peralta becomes the 4th Padres pitcher. Runner at second, the responsibility of David Morgan, who has been touched so far for 2 runs in relief in his inning and a third. Trickled foul. I wouldn't want to wear my hat.
Yeah.
I just like to stay like that all the time. But the rules are you have to wear a hat when you pitch.
Yes.
Ball 3. Hunter Goodman waiting on deck here for the Rocks. Now 2 down. And a fly ball to shallow left. Bogart's out. In comes Laureano. It'll be Ramon who makes the catch. That ends the inning. Rockies at a run. We're headed to the 8th. It's getting late. 7-2 Rockies.
This is
Top of the 8th from Coors Field. 7-2 Rockies over the Padres. Hey, experience the iconic Ms. Lorna Hill live at Gallagher Square on Thursday, April 30th. Performing a full set of her legendary hits with special guest YG Marley and Zion Marley. Join us for a beautiful evening by securing your tickets at Padres.com/concerts. That's Padres.com/concerts.
Antonio Sensatello takes over for the Rockies.
Well, we've seen him many times in a Rocky uniform. Starter, reliever, starter. This season, 7th game, .63 ERA. And it's not only that Sensatello's throwing well, the whole Rockies bullpen, that's their best as far as numbers are concerned, ERA. They are 5th in the National League, 6th in baseball going into this game. 3.33 ERA collectively.
Jackson Merrill leading it off. Merrill tonight 1 for 3. An RBI single back in the first inning. So Sensatello takes over for Jaden Hill. Goes an inning and a third. Hit, a run, walked 1, struck out 3. The starter tonight, Sagano, 5 2/3, 5 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 4, and threw 101 pitches. Pitcher of record right now. Very defensive swing there for Jackson. Full count now. Merrill leading it off here in the 8th. Machado and Bogaerts to follow.
Base runners, base runners.
Ball 4 and a leadoff walk. Merrill down to first to start things here in the 8th.
First year for Sensatello, predominantly out of the bullpen. He's a homegrown Rocky through his career. We've known him mostly as a starter, starting as many as 25 games, 28 games in years past. Last year he started 23 games, trying to stop the Padres here in the 8th.
First lead runner to reach since the first inning for the Padres. Here's Manny, .433 average against Sensatello. Takes strike 1. In the air to left field. McCarthy going back onto the track to make the catch for out number 1. And back to first base goes Merrill.
Sounded like it was off the end of the bat. Was Manny out in front of it a little bit? It's a breaking ball, yeah, just a little bit. And underneath it, didn't really square it up. Hit it a long way to the track. That was the slider out in front of it just a little bit.
So Merrill at first, 1 down. Here's Xander Bogaerts grounding 1 down the third baseline foul. Two for 3 night tonight for Xander after grounding out in the first. Single to left in the 4th. Single to right in the 6th inning. Elevates that fastball at 97. Jackson Merrill at first with 1 away in the Padres 8th. Trailing by 5. To left, and McCarthy coming in full bore. He will slide and make the catch. Nice running catch by McCarthy. Out number 2 of the 8th.
That's a nice play. You know, a lot of times outfielders will be fooled by the swing. The vast outfield here, you've got to really downshift and make up the difference on the sinking fly ball, and McCarthy does just that. That's a nice play.
Antonio appreciates the effort out there in left field. 2 down in the 8th inning. That brings up Gavin Sheets. 0 for 3 night tonight for Sheets. He's grounded out to third, struck out, grounded out to second. Couple of doubles off Senzatella in his career. Popped up foul off to the left out of play and behind the Padres house.
Oh, that was kind of a crushable pitch. It was that breaking ball that was coming in to Gavin Sheets.
Downstairs, 2-2. Cranks it foul down the left field line.
You know, Senzatella has been one of those guys. It's kind of sounds like a sandwich spread. All of a ham and cheese and some Senzatella. Just a little bit of Senzatella on there. Just a little sandwich spread, you know.
2-2s on the ground right side. Incoming is Castro. He'll flip to first for the out that ends the inning.
All the ham and cheese with some extra Senzatella on it.
7-2 Rockies.
Heavy on the Senzatella.
Tomorrow we got day baseball
Nice.
from Denver. Game 3 of the 3-game series between the Padres and the Rockies. Matt Waldron will get his second start of the season. Ryan Feltner on the mound tomorrow for the Rocks. In 4 starts so far, 1-1 with an ERA of an even 6. We'll get you started at 12 p.m. It's the Padres, it's the Rockies, it's game 3 right here. Or Wandy Peralta back out on the mound here for the bottom of the 8th inning. Hunter Goodman, 2-hit night, been aboard 3 times, has 2 doubles and a run scored. Wild swing and a miss. Rockies have banged out 14 hits in this contest. Padres have 6, and it's the Rocks on top by 5. Goodman to deep left field. Laureano back, and it is gone. 6th home run of the year for Hunter Goodman. Make it 8-2 Colorado.
Well, it's a 2-seamer, lefty on righty, and where is it on contact? It's down and in, knee high, and he just drops the head. And we mentioned the dangerous Hunter Goodman. Everybody thinks, you know, here in Colorado, you know, sure, the ball flies as he wears the purple jacket. Last year, 31 home runs. Yeah, he hit 13 here at home, but on the road he hit 18. So he can hit homer anywhere.
That's just the 14th home run that the Padres have allowed this season. Only the Tigers have allowed fewer, with 13.
That's a good thing.
Tyler Freeman, 1 for 4 night. That one part a single and an RBI. Gets jammed and flips it foul. picked up. Back goes Cronenworth onto the short lawn in right field to make the catch. For out number 1 here, the bottom of the 8th inning.
You know that little nugget you just gave about the home runs the
Yes.
Padres have given up, like one of the fewest of those 14.
Yep.
9 have been solo shots.
That's great.
So that's, if you're going to give up the home runs,
That's the way to do it.
yeah.
Fly ball the other way to left field. Laureano will have room this time. Shy of the track, calls it in for out number 2. So Runfield retire, and that'll bring up Troy Johnston. Actually, it's going to be Brenton Doyle. Doyle at 209 this year with a home run, 2 runs batted in. Back-to-back Gold Globes out in center field. They're not playing every day, though. The season has worked out. He's kind of been platooning in center field. McCarthy's gotten some reps. That got the start today. Doyle coming into the game late. Chase the changeup to even the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss, and Peralta strikes out Doyle to end the inning. But a home run for Goodman has the Rockies on top 8-2.
Now at the Home Depot.
Time now for our drive of the game, powered by Snapdragon. A home run by Luis Campusano back in the 7th, his 2nd home run of the season. Both have been off the Rockies. Padres trailing 8-2. Sensatella back out there again. Trying to finish off the Padres here in the 9th inning. Rockies have a 6-run lead. And Castellanos should be leading it off here for San Diego. 0 for 3 night tonight for Castellanos, getting the start defensively at first base. He's grounded out, popped out, and struck out. Off the plate, foul. Good numbers against Antonio Senzatella. 333. Swing and a miss. A cutter from Senzatella. It foul down by the Tarperi.
Out in front of that cut fastball, one of the many pitches that Sensatella sports. Tosses, twirls. They call him Senzi.
Taking it the other way to right field, right at Jordan Beck. Back a step or 2 for out number 1 of the 9th inning. Well, what's coming up for the Padres after the game tomorrow, the finale of this series? They will head to Mexico City and play Saturday afternoon and Sunday in Mexico City against the Diamondbacks. Then it's back home to take on the Cubs and White Sox in all Chicago homestand before taking off for San Francisco. Play the Giants for 3. Back home again. A 4-game series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Down the right field line, headed foul.
Chicago week, huh? Coming up at Petco, right? North Siders, South Siders, and that. Other than that, a lot of baseball. Petco Park is the place to be.
and a miss, and it's 0-2. In the air down the right field line. First baseman Rumfield going a long way, not going to get there.
Oh.
He was the closest, but didn't get there.
He gave that a run. That is a long run for the Rockies first baseman. How close? Not even. Got to give you another look. Great hustle. Is there another angle?
Line towards right center. That's going to get down. Campusano on his third hit of the night. This one bounces around, so Campusano's taking 3. Headed for third base, got himself a triple.
How about Campy? A single shy of the cycle. As soon as that ball kicked, you know, it's a for sure double. Watch the way this ball caroms when it gets to the wall. Oh, into the glove. Oh, I see. Okay, on the transfer, the bad transfer.
That may not be a triple.
Yeah, that's got to be an error. Double and an error.
They gave him credit for a triple.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, good for Campy, but
I know,
that's...
they changed it. This one's on the ground to third base. Karros will look the runner home, but fire to first base for out number 2 of the 9th inning. Run scores. It's 8-3. Anyway, it's a 3 extra base hit game for Luis Campusano, first career. So 2 down in the 9th inning for Ramon Laureano. He walked in the first inning, came around to score, and the Padres had a 1-0 lead after 1. And the Rockies took off with 4 in the second, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Now have an 8-3 lead with 2 down in the 9th. Foul back, 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. The cutter from Sensatello. On the ground, back to Sensatella. He'll flip to first, and that's the ball game. And the Rockies take game 2 of the series as they down the Padres 8-3. The final tonight. They banged out a total of 15 hits as the Colorado Rockies secure game 2 of the series. Sagano is the winner. He's 2-1. The loser is Buehler. He falls to 1-2. The final again. The Rockies 8, the Padres 3. Thank you for watching Padres Baseball presented by Major League Baseball. For Mark Grant, Bob Scanlon, I'm Don Orsillo. Now stay tuned for the Padres postgame show.
You